Hi, friends. Thank you so much for joining me for our weekly pastor's update. This week, I drove around in a box truck for a few hours with a volunteer to deliver a Christmas gift to 6 families who lived in all directions of the city and suburbs. It occurred to me at the end of the night how no matter where people lived, that they shared a common struggle to provide for their families and for themselves. We delivered to young mothers, two-family households, households of children with slain parents, grandmothers raising grandchildren, and parents who lost their jobs just before the holidays who couldn't imagine how they were going to provide for their children. But each encounter was an encounter with the face of Christ. There was a longing that each person had that I could relate to. It's the same longing that we hold for Jesus, the Christ child, who's preparing to come into our lives to fill us, to love us, to provide for us, all of us this Christmas. It is this gift that we need to overcome life's challenges while breaking through the darkness. The call of Jesus to us to be light, love, and strength, and joy, and peace in the midst of darkness, and pain, and vulnerability, sadness, and violence is always a challenge. Yet, we are never alone. Christmas is always about connection, God's connection to us and our connection to each other. I pray that as we prepare the many celebrations and gatherings, that you find the God of your longing, and that every need you have will be fulfilled. And may you know that you are deeply loved and never forgotten. You are a treasure in an earthen vessel that God has especially prepared to transform our world. I love you, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Next week, you won't receive a mailed bulletin because our bulletin service, MailStar, will be closed for the holidays. If you receive an e-bulletin, however, you'll receive it as normal. Because MailStar will be closed next week, when you receive your bulletins the following week, you will receive 3 envelopes with it that will include the January 8th one. So we apologize if this causes any confusion, but it is the only way that they are able to make up the mailings. So thanks in advance for your grace and your generosity. This week we send our condolences to Colleen Farley on the death of her cousin, Lori Coleman. Colleen, we send our hearts to you, we send our prayers to you, and our thoughts are with you this week as you move through the grief of losing someone who's so dear and close to you. Make sure you check the bulletin this week for our Christmas Mass schedule. Saturday, December 24th, will be our Christmas Eve Masses, our 4 o'clock family Mass and Nativity play at Hochstein. And then at 9 p.m. will be our first Christmas Eve Mass at Hochstein, and that will be ASL interpreted. Saturday at 11 o'clock at Hochstein will be our second Christmas Eve Midnight Mass. It will not be interpreted. And then on Sunday morning, Christmas Day, at 10 a.m., we will have our Christmas Day Mass here at our downtown church campus on Fitzhugh Street. So if you couldn't keep all of that straight, just check the bulletin this week, and it's all listed right there. Many of you have been asking about music. The music will be amazing and electric at both Masses, so I look forward to seeing you all there, or recognizing your presence on our live stream. Also a reminder that our offices will be closed on the Monday after Christmas and New Year's Day this year. Well, friends, make sure you take time to prepare to welcome Jesus this week, and I'll see you at our celebrations. Take care, and I'll see you next week for our weekly pastor's update.